We'd like to welcome you all to another edition of the Side Dive Podcast. So far, it's a two-man crew tonight. Um, we're gonna get to the good stuff. We are gonna get to the good stuff, but we'll go ahead and start with this stuff. I mean, it's been what 4 days. Everybody's talked about it, talked to the death. Everybody's complained about it and cried about it and bitched about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to do the show on Saturday,
Mhm.
and it's probably a good thing that we didn't. Um, Now here we are on Tuesday, and you know, I guess for me, cooler heads have taken over. So I don't know. So we all know Campbell's gone. Jimmy Rogers, not Kenny. I don't believe there's any relation. Um, he is taking over, coming from Washington State after a year where he was previously at South Dakota State. So yeah, Matt Campbell leaves. We all knew at some point it was going to happen. It has now happened, and now we deal with it. So I'll open the floor. I'll let you start. Right?
Well, I just remember. So back when this happened, it was like week three, or like week four of the football season, and I brought it up. Do you remember this conversation? We talked about it on the podcast. Do you remember?
Probably not.
Yeah, you. And I was kind of surprised by you know, your reaction was just like, yeah, we've been doing this a long time. We've seen coaches come, coaches go. If it happens, it happens. Hate to see it happen, but and I was kind of like, it just kind of took me back, or like I didn't even know what to say when you said that, and but I guess that's kind of how I feel now. It sucks. Uh, I won't say I was surprised, um, just because the way the Penn State search went, with all those dudes turning them down or getting better raises because of that job being open. Um, and then Sataki turned it down. Uh, Campbell doesn't have an agent, so he doesn't have anybody like pushing his name out there. So I think they finally were like, we need to give this guy a call and see what he thinks. Um, Seeing the terms of the contract, he's going back home. He's closer to all of his extended family. I can't blame the guy. You know, so it sucks, but it's one of those deals. Uh, at least, we got a great 10 years. Who knows what'll happen in the future? But we've seen it all now, in our time of our fandom. You know, we've been to the very bottom, haven't quite been to the very top, but he got us close. I mean, shit, we were one game away from the playoffs last year. Um, so yeah, I don't hold anything against him. Um, yeah, I hope he does well. The only thing I didn't like, the only I agreed with everything he said in his press conference. I thought it was cool until he said Penn State is a place that stands for integrity. I'm like, dude, you got to be good. I'm like, they're they fucking hit a fucking child predator for 30 fucking years. You know, don't tell me about integrity. Made me want to fucking throw up. But other than that, it is what it is. You know.
I mean, integrity. I mean, shit. They fired a man who just had him in the playoff.
True. That's well. I'm good. He did. He got a hell of a contract. He got his 80 mil or whatever guaranteed. So if they fire him in 3 years because he hasn't beat Ohio State,
When
he said, I hope he does beat Ohio State. Shit. Like I said, I hope he does beat Ohio State.
here's the thing. Okay, so what I said previously still stands.
Yep.
And I'll say that about anybody. That the only person the only coach or player that has left early where I've given them a pass, where I'm like, okay, I'll still follow you and stuff like that. And that's Fred Hoiberg.
Yeah.
But that's got more to do with the connection as opposed to anything else. If I didn't know Fred since he was little, he'd be on that same list. But he gone, so I don't care. Now, as for Matt Campbell, I don't begrudge anybody for chasing the bag. I don't. It's more of a timing issue for me as opposed to anything else.
Yeah, and I don't think that's necessarily his fault.
Well, here's my thing about it: the timing issue.
Because like when Fred left, that was a bad time too. Because they were in the middle of the summer almost, and they're scrambling for a coach. So
yeah. That being said, no. And when I say the timing of it, it's you're not going to make me believe that Penn State landed on Thursday and just started talking for the first time.
I think. Well, he said Wednesday night. What?
I don't care about what they said.
Okay.
I'm telling you, ain't no way in the hell they all of a sudden Penn State sat there and said, hey, you know what? Let's just show up on Matt Campbell's doorstep on a Wednesday night.
But a week ago they were talking to Stocky, they were doing the same thing for him.
Yep. But let me not that it's ever happened to me, but if you need a date for homecoming,
oh boy, here we go.
And you've been turned down by 8 different girls, you go ask the 9th girl, what are you thinking? I'm probably going to get turned down. Where am I looking next? You've already started talking to the 10th.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because your track record has said every girl's turning me down. I've got to keep my options open. I've got to be ready to pounce on 10 in case 9 says no. You're not going to make me believe that there hadn't been any talks prior to Wednesday night. So for you to sit there and talk all that talk on signing day, I'm not with it. I'm not with it at all. But it's the name of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was in a group chat with the big brothers, VJ, Brian, Matt, and Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And I just said, it's any anger I have is my own fault, because I myself have previously said this is a business now. This is pro sports.
Yeah.
It may say college, but it's pro sports.
And it's a jumbled up mess of pro sports.
And I was treating it like it was college, but it ain't been college for a while.
No.
So I've decided I need to switch my gears and start treating the Cyclones like I treat the Lakers, like I treat the Raiders, the Pirates, the Avalanche. I'm going to treat Jamie Pollard like he's a general manager.
Yep.
And when my general manager sucks, I'm going to want my general manager fired. When my coaches stink, I want them fired. When the players stink, I want them gone. I mean, if they're going to treat it like a business and like it's professional, I will treat them like they're professional.
So I
And
was thinking,
that's just the way it's going to have to be.
yeah, I was thinking about this. Not to go off too far on a tangent, but like the playoffs. Like I had no interest in the playoffs because, back in the day, you'd be interested in bowl games, because you would know the players from the other teams. Whether it's Nebraska or Oklahoma, because those players, they were there at those schools for such a long time. So you knew who was playing, and now you don't know. So
I mean,
so
I gave up on the playoff when they put Alabama in.
well that's the other thing, that there's
No, not to run off on a tangent, but no 3-loss team should be in anybody's goddamn playoff. This ain't March Madness.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, but back to Campbell.
Yeah.
But you know what? Matt Campbell did a lot of great things here at Iowa State. He did more here at Iowa State than any coach has ever done. Hats off to him.
Yep.
No, myself, I'm not one of those, hey, Penn State's my new number 2 team.
Oh, no.
Hell no. I'm not even one of those, I hope he does well over there.
I'm just like indifferent to it.
But I'm saying, I don't care if he, I don't care if he wins. I don't care if he loses. But I'm not going to sit here and say, God, I hope he does well over there. Because why would I? I don't like Penn State.
Yeah, no, totally.
So you're with Penn State now. So I've never cheered for Penn State anything. The first time I ever cheered for Miami, they were playing Penn State. There's just something about that school I've never liked.
It wasn't when they were playing Iowa when we went down there. Was that after? Was that after they played Penn State?
Yeah, that was after.
Oh, okay. That was the second time.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I've never cheered for Penn State to do well, and I won't do it now, just because Matt Campbell and some other coaches and some of our former players are there now. They're former players for a reason. Guess what? I don't cheer for former Lakers. I don't. Hey, every Sunday, 3 words come out of my mouth. Fuck Josh Jacobs. I say it he was, you know what? He did great for the Raiders. They ain't a Raider anymore.
Yeah.
So,
mine has more to do
it is what it is.
With the school and what happened there. I think they should have just burned the football program to the ground after that.
I mean the disgust for that is just will never die.
Yeah.
And and anybody who goes and is a part of that, there's a little bit of a taint on them.
I think so.
So you know what? But so you know what? Hey, Matt Campbell, you know what? Cool. You got your money.
Yeah.
You're near your family.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yep, good for you.
Go be well.
Yep.
But I'm on the Jimmy Rogers train now. You know, if it hadn't been snowing like that, I might have been up there standing outside Jack Trice with Chad Settle in them.
Oh,
So, you know, if I'd you know, I was almost up in Ames that night. I was supposed
wasn't
to
sure
be
if
up there.
you sent me that picture. I wasn't sure if you took that.
Yeah, no, I was I was supposed to be up there that night.
Oh yeah.
And I decided to stay here. And I was like, damn, because I would have gone out there. If I was in Ames, I'd have taken my ass out there. Why? I mean, I can drink beer anywhere. So I mean, I might as well go welcome the new coach and drink some beer. But so, you know, I mean, it's the guy who says he wants to be here. Well, guess what? That's all I've ever wanted from coaches and players. You say you want to be here, well, then I'm fully on board with you. You don't want to be here, well, then go. Ain't no shit. Ain't no biggie.
So back to what you were talking about, how you know you think Campbell was talking before. Pollard and Rogers met a couple years ago at like yeah. So he said Pollard would text him before every game, wish him good luck. You know, so he was always in contact with this dude since he met him. You know.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude said, "What do I gotta do to be an Iowa State football coach?"
Yeah. So
yeah, and I'm not necessarily down with that. I'm like,
that's what
why are you the AD of Iowa State that close with another football coach?
Yeah.
Unless you know something.
Well, unless you just don't. Yeah, I mean, unless they really, you know, the relationship really clicked like that.
You took me somewhere I was hoping you would take me, but also I hoped you wouldn't take me, because I could be here for an hour and a half talking about Jamie Paul.
Let's not get into that. I mean, I really don't want to. I'd rather talk about the coach, you know, because yeah.
But you know, Cat says he wants to be here, so I'm with it. You know, he's gonna have to rebuild. Well, he just rebuilt the whole Washington State team.
Yeah,
almost 70 players he had to recruit in for the season, and you know, they went 6-6. Now, did they play the greatest schedule in the world? No, but it wasn't. Unfortunately, when people think about Washington State and Oregon State, they're thinking, "Oh, it's a two-team conference out there in the Pac-12, and not playing anybody." Well, that's not necessarily true for either of those teams. But I'm not going to speak about Oregon State because it doesn't matter. But Washington State, they were 6-6, had 2 bad losses to North Texas, who almost got into the playoff, and to Washington, their rival. Well, they were 3 points away from beating Ole Miss, who's in the playoff. At Ole Miss.
Yep.
They were, they just lost to James Madison, who's in the playoff. They just lost to Virginia, who was almost in the playoff. So it's not like they were some scrubs. They played some scrubs. They played some tough teams and did very well. Outside of those 2 games, they did extremely well. So the good thing about this dude is he can get kids into the building, rally them up, and go win some games.
The other thing I like is that he's recruited Iowa. You know, like he said, he had Bo Goodwin go. Bo Goodwin was going to be going to SDSU, until he got the late offer from Iowa State. He tried to recruit Cooper Evil. So obviously the dude knows the state of Iowa. He knows the high school coaches. So yeah.
I
The
saw
other thing
somebody said he's got family members who are Cyclone season ticket holders.
Oh really? Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they live somewhere up by like Parkersburg or something like that.
Okay. The other thing I liked was how he was just straightforward. He's like, I'm not going to apologize for this. This is like Campbell. He's like, this was a decision for my family. We're getting back closer to my in-laws. So he just seems very straightforward. Like he wishes it didn't happen that way, but you got to take the opportunity when it's there.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna. Hey, like I said, this is pro sports,
dude. We
people come and go all the time.
Well, that's like Washington State. So I clicked on this Washington State podcast, and they're dealing with now they're dealing with their fourth coach in 5 years.
Yeah.
It's just like, I mean, to me, it's a bigger overall problem. And we don't need to get into that either. But
yeah,
that would suck.
So I saw what we know. Haycock's going with Campbell, and he's a defensive coach. We just found out he's going to. Well, his defensive coach is the interim coach and is going to coach the bowl game, and then he'll be on this. Yeah, and then he'll be on to Ames and Tyler Roll. We're if you're in the know, if you follow hardcore, you will know that Tyler Roll, who's his current tight ends coach for the Detroit Lions, is going to be the OC at Iowa State for Rodgers, and Roll was here
as running backs coach. Yeah.
So a coach that's familiar with the climate of Ames,
players,
with the fan base, with the players, with the recruiting. So that's a plus. People have been clamoring to keep Moser and keep so and so and keep so and so. Well, okay, here's somebody who does know some of these players. And
yeah.
So that's good. They, I believe Clanton went with.
That's the talk. Yeah, that the Clanton and Mauser are going to be there at Penn State.
You know what? Do I need to?
Yeah.
But for those of you who watch this show, do I need to say anything else?
I like Bowser, but
I know you do.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. Hey, between the 20s, he might be the greatest offensive mind in the country between the 20s.
Dude, I think when we talked about how when I brought up, I was just like, give the ball to Hanson. Hanson's our best, most consistent player, and they finally made it simple. And I agreed with you. Like you said, this dude plays too many video games. He's like trying to be a stat guy. And then as soon as they settled down, that's when they got back on track. But,
yeah. Well, 4 losses in a row. I mean, man, he wants to wake up. But anyway, so staff's coming together. Had a few transfers. Nobody devastating just yet. But the transfers takes away from the depth. What was it? Taylor Jr.
Yeah,
he's the only transfer so far who's played a lot. Yeah. So that depth could he could have helped with the depth.
Oh, for sure.
So, who knows? Could have ended up starting depending on who else leaves.
Well, I wonder what will happen with Cooper and Williams. You know,
I would assume there's out of that 30 million, there's money in there for them.
yeah. Well, I mean, and they got to recover. You know, it's like
I think
they're
Campbell
in a
will
tough,
take.
I feel bad for them because they're in a tough spot. You know, being that they're still in recovery. You know, that would be tough.
I mean, for me, coming in out of their situation and not even trying to be a homer or biased, I would stay just for the fact is I know what's going to go. I know when I recover, I'm going to play.
Yeah,
at Iowa State.
Yeah, your spot is there.
I don't know coming off of my injury if I'm going to play it over there. Because anybody that leaves here to go over there, they also have to remember, well, guess what? There are people over there that might not want to leave.
True.
So, and
Campbell
may tell you you're good with me, but he doesn't know that team well enough to necessarily guarantee anybody a damn spot.
And they did keep Penn State did keep their interim head coach. What's his Terry Smith?
Yeah.
So I think they just did that just to keep the guy because they were having a big deal. A lot of those players wanted him to be hired.
Yeah.
I
mean, they forced him on to Campbell.
Yes, and that could create. There's gonna be a thing of our guys and his guys. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean it's just inevitable.
Absolutely, especially on the defensive side. I mean, hey, Cooper and Williams. That's also something you got to remember. Your D-backs. He's a D-backs coach.
Oh, I wasn't
knows
sure what his position was. I mean,
he's a D-backs coach.
I'm guessing Campbell will take Poteet and Broomfield both. I know Poteet was. I think he's even from Philly.
Well, they've been removed from the coaching list.
Yeah,
that I was told.
So I guarantee you those guys are going to be at Penn State.
I mean, Broomfield was Broomfield was the only coach I was hoping to keep.
Oh, really? I like Poteet, man, because I mean, because the way they brought those young guys up when they came when Cooper and Williams got hurt, I thought those guys did a hell of a job this year.
And I just my thought on Broomfield is like when a lot of the I see all the kids who post on their visits.
Right.
His name was on a majority of those.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this dude's got to be the deep, heavy recruiter. I don't want to lose him.
Well,
plus our D-backs play well.
Yeah. Another thing is we're switching from 3-man front, so we're not going to need as many safeties.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck with that traditional 3-3-5 against Michigan. Michigan can run for 4,000 goddamn yards in that game.
Shit.
Yeah. No. 4 down linemen. I'm all for it. So I mean, I don't know. We'll find out more in the next week, probably transfer wise, and then when the big window opens, January was the 2nd.
I think so.
2nd to the 16th. That's when we'll know everything. I mean, we see the Washington State kids bumping into the portal, and South Dakota State kids jumping into the portal. So, the Washington State kids are probably figuring, let me go with my coach and do a stable conference.
Yeah.
And then South Dakota States are like, shit, now I got a chance to be D1.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's just like every season. It's a waiting game. I mean, it's the worst part of the season for fans right now because you don't know who's going where. It's worse when we ain't got a bowl game to fixate ourselves on.
So did that piss you off? Since you brought that up.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, and there also goes in line with the timing as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say, you can pull the tears and say this was the hardest decision in the world, but was it? I mean, was it? Because here's the thing is, it wasn't, for the simple fact, if we're going by their timeline, it only took 2 days to happen. So
True.
it must not have been a hard decision.
Yeah. Yeah, Penn State waited.
I've taken longer to decide what I want to eat.
Penn State had waited 54 days. Like you could be like, yeah, I'll get back to you next Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shoot.
So yes, I was pissed that happened, because I look around and I think there's coaches moving all over the place, but they're still playing.
Yeah.
Somehow they're still going. And if you love this place so goddamn much and they wanted you so goddamn bad, you could have said, I want to coach these seniors one more time in this bowl game, or I at least want to leave my staff there to coach these guys.
That's what I was gonna say.
One more time,
yeah.
Because it's happening all over the place. Guess what? Our new coach left his staff. I mean, even rat ass Lane Kiffin
that's what I was just gonna
his
say.
staff back. I mean, the James Madison coach said, absolutely, I'm staying.
Uh-huh.
I mean, so when here's one of the things in this situation that really annoys me, when I hear fans say things like, well, he left the program better than he found it. And my statement is, did he? Because look at us right now. We kind of look exactly like he found it.
Well, not
at this exact moment, but guess what? Ignore the records, because right now,
and everything that's been
we got no coaching staff. We're about to lose a bunch of players. We're in a complete rebuild. I don't give a shit what Jamie Pollard says. This is a rebuild, because guess what? Jimmy Rogers just had to do a rebuild when he went to Washington State.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And now he's got to do another one here. So you roll this out with no coaches and no players and no bowl game. So depending upon how gutted we are, and guess what? Just lost our top recruit for the future. The lineman Slagle decommitted.
Oh yeah, really?
Yep. So
he was 2027.
Yeah. He decommitted. Keeping Iowa State on this board.
Yeah.
But there's going to be more of that to come. And so the jury's, for me, the jury's going to be out on left the program as good, in a better shape, because if we stay down, I mean, let's be honest. This has the ability to put us down with Colorado, UCF, because we're rebuilding, because we're scrambling.
Oh yeah, yep.
So when I hear that comment from people, I just want to smack them, because I'm like, you don't know we're in a better spot.
I think that just is like overall, like as far as the, like the RV village, all that stuff, everything that's been built up over the last 10 years,
And quite frankly, that shit Paul is doing, that ain't kept us in a better spot. I mean, I've never heard the fans complain about an AD as more than they do about Pollard. Because let's be honest, Chi-Town, unneeded. That's so unneeded. I mean, do we really need a place to put another McFarland clinic?
But if we're talking about over the top NIL, that's what it's for. That's what it's for. There's a reason why Tennessee's doing the same thing.
But Tennessee's got backers. We don't have the backers that Tennessee has.
Right, but you got to do something.
I'm not saying that you got to do something. Well, here's the thing: here's what you don't got to do. You don't got to alienate your fan base. I mean, one thing that is synonymous with Iowa State is their loyal fan base. Now, people can talk about Nebraska and people can talk about these teams. Hey, it's easy to love a team when they're good.
Yeah.
It's easy to get on board when you're good. There ain't been a fan base like this fan base, and I'll put this fan base up against anybody.
Dude, you gotta
because we stunk, and everybody has still gone out to Jack Trice Stadium.
Oh yeah.
And what are you doing? You're making it a money thing.
Oh,
well, eventually, you're gonna price people out. That's the problem is at some point you're gonna price people out.
That's college football. What do you do? Just like we used to be tailgating up in the front row. We were tailgating up in the front row.
Yeah.
And then you get pushed back. You can't afford it anymore. So it's what do you do?
But see, he would have been smarter.
You can't have it both ways, because if they're gonna get somebody up in the front row that's gonna give 10 times what we're given to be there, what do you do?
Here's the thing is, you can appease both groups. You can if you want to. But at some point, he's going to get to a point where those people are tired. They're tired of shelling out the money because you will price people out.
I mean, I've said this more than once. I mean, I don't understand the whole like the dude from Texas Tech, Cody Campbell. I don't understand why you're going to take the wealth you've accumulated over your life just to give it to a fucking football team. Just so you can go yippee on Saturday, I don't get
it. It's the same way for paying billions.
The NFL owners got to be like, what are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? These colleges get these people just to give us the money, and they buy the tickets and everything else on top of that. So the game is broke, and that's a longer story. I say we talk about basketball because we could talk about this shit forever, and it's just sad. Because honestly, all I worry about is having a football team good enough where my friends still want to get together, drink some beers, and watch the game.
Well, we like to drink beer, so you ain't got no fear of that. Ain't no fear of that. We like to drink beer, and we like.
It's more fun when we win a few of them, though.
Yeah,
we hang out a little more. You know, back in the
Yeah,
day.
ain't no.
Yeah, shit.
We still gonna be there drinking and shit.
That's like
as always.
We even my dad. You know, when people were kind of getting fed up or wound up because they lost 4 in a row, and my dad's like, he's like, damn. He's like, we used to get so excited for that 6th win, and then we went out. I went out for the last tailgate, talking to Dave, and he's like, you remember when we were tailgating up there, and they had 1 win, that Baylor game, and we were so fired up, you know, and it's just like, yeah. So I don't know.
So
hey, I don't know. A lot of fans are miserable people. You know, you like these teams that lose their shit when they lose 2 games, or Notre Dame that has to go, you know, pissing and moaning off to the corner because they're not going to play their bowl game because they didn't get in the playoff. You know,
I don't like Notre Dame, but I gotta side with them on this one. But that's a whole nother long story too.
But you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, but yeah, I'll stand behind them on this one. A lot of people, you know what? There's a lot of people that don't like their decision just because it's Notre Dame.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was somebody else,
that's where I'm at.
Guess what? If it roles were reversed and it was Bama doing that, people would be like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm standing with Bama."
I think you have a point. Yep.
But anyway, so yeah, football. Hey, Jimmy Rogers, if you come across this, man, hey, we with you, dog.
Yeah.
All right,
we'll be there.
Yeah. Well, I might not be inside because I'm a fan of fair weather, but you know, I'll be there early season games. I'm gonna be in there. All right. The other time, I'm gonna be outside. I'm sitting somewhere warm, supporting you, but I'm still gonna be supporting you, dog. All right. And hey, hopefully, I don't have to say anything bad about you or any of your coordinators on this podcast.
I'm sure it'll be all great.
Yeah. Yeah. So now let's switch gears. Before we go to hoops, we have to spend a couple of minutes on
yes.
CyHawk wrestling.
Oh damn, yes.
And there's a coworker, dude I work with. He graduated from Iowa State in the 70s, and we were talking today actually, and we were talking about that wrestling match, and I was saying, you know, death, taxes, and Iowa State losing CyHawk wrestling. I mean, that was just a given. I mean, losing the wrestling was way more of a given than losing football. Yes. And I literally never imagined that I was ever going to see Iowa State win. And then they won. And I mean, I'd never been so glued to the television watching the wrestling match than I was this year.
I know a little bit about wrestling, but I swear to God, watching those, it's like tense. I mean, it's just different watching those because I don't know if it's that I don't know enough, but it's just like, I don't know, man. I was all
I mean, I sat there to myself and I said, I gotta be in the building in 2 years.
Yeah, for sure.
I go because I want to experience that.
Yeah.
That wrestling meet and it's good. I mean, yeah, I want to be. That's something I want to be in the building for because I want to feel that atmosphere. Because I've been in Jack Tries on big games. I've been in Hilton for big basketball games, but I've never even been to a wrestling match. Period.
Oh damn!
But I'm like I don't care where I'm fucking sitting, and I'm afraid of heights. But I'll go sit way up top there. I always have a fear of tumbling down the stairs, but I'll go sit up top there because I want to be in the building for when that match happens in 2 years. So yeah. Anybody got any tickets? They want to take a newbie? Holler at your boy. I want to be in there.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, man, it was when them last seconds ticked off that clock of that last match, and I was just like, oh my gosh, you know.
That Gaiton match, it's like I thought he got when it went to overtime, I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, here we go. And no, but fuck, he held on, man. That was awesome.
And I must have yelled out at the end of that. I think I yelled out at the end of that.
Yes.
So,
Oh yeah.
you know, and due to the weather, I haven't even been around Tim Randall's or Craig Randall's to hear their expertise about that wrestling match. They probably talk. I call them right now. Randall's will have us on here for the next 6 hours breaking down each match. But that was
they're ranked number 3 now. The wrestlers are.
So,
they just won that Cliff Keen Invitational out in Vegas.
That. So no, yeah. I mean, hey, shout out to Kevin Dresser, man.
Yep.
He got them boys rolling. He got the recruits coming, and
I mean, last year was tough. He had a lot of injuries, but yeah, and he got the right transfers. You know, they got Rocky Elam. I'm like, damn. Like when I heard that, you know, because him and Carr used to go at it. So yeah, David Carr still there training. So yeah, man, that was great to see for all those guys.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and how good it must have felt for old ex-Cyclone wrestlers to see that.
Oh yeah.
Because even they probably had to be feeling at a time like there ain't nothing we can do to beat these fools, and then they got to see it. And man, oof. Well, yeah, next year in Carver is going to be super hyped up.
Yeah.
And so, if there's any Hawkeye fans watching this, the CyHawk Trophy is not coming back because football and wrestling were the things that y'all banked on, and we already took both of those. You know we're gonna beat y'all, and we also won volleyball already. You know we're gonna beat y'all in softball and soccer and all that other stuff.
No, we lost. We did lose the soccer game. I think that's the one that we've lost.
Yeah, hey, we're gonna lose the baseball game, and so
shit.
So yeah. Shout out to the wrestling team. Got everybody believing now. Now let's go for that next spot.
Yeah.
All right. Hoopla. Oof. I mean,
starting it off tomorrow.
What else can you say? But wow, both teams undefeated. Both teams top 10. Audie Crooks couldn't get any more love than she's getting right now. There's always the haters out there, but man, nationally, boy, they can't stop. They cannot stop talking about her. I mean, Audi Cars don't know why there's no endorsement deal yet.
No kidding.
Don't know why there's no endorsement deal.
She's nation's leading scorer and nation's leading field goal percentage.
Yeah, no, she's killing it. And boy, I mean, and Brown is doing her thing as usual, picking up triple doubles.
I was gonna say she's always around. She's always.
And boy, that Jada Williams has brought a whole new thing to that offense. Boy,
she's a tone setter.
Yeah, for real. I mean, woo-wee. Yeah, they got a definite chance to do some noise with the way they are playing, way they are shooting. But we're gonna find out tomorrow for sure. They got a tough matchup. The Hawkeye game is gonna be tough. This will be Crooks's first real test with post players. Because they're going to double team her. So the shooting, people got to shoot. They make the shots. I think they're going to win, but they're going to have to Got to make them shots.
Yeah. Between Stokey and my dad was just saying today, I watched Iowa just a little bit when they played Baylor. They beat Baylor pretty soundly. But evidently they have a 6'5" girl also besides Stokey, a 6'5" freshman. So yeah, they're gonna keep rolling them against her, I guess. But.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's a big 3 stretch of games. Iowa, UNI, and then Kansas to start Big 12 on the 21st. I think 21st. Yes, that's Sunday. So guys, this is a big 3 stretch of games. Yeah, they come out here 3-0. Yeah. But definitely got to get that tomorrow. I hope they get that win tomorrow.
Are Iowa's guards young though? Didn't they? I guess I should have looked into them more, but I knew that. I thought the one girl that they had last year transferred, so I thought their backcourt. Well, no, they have that Feuerbach and who's the other girl?
Didn't they have somebody transfer in?
Yeah, so I know they got the McCabe girl that shoots the threes, but yeah, it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope need that win.
Yeah,
for sure. Need that win.
Yeah, it's been a while since we beat them too.
Yeah. So yeah, they get to kick off the first of 2 CyHawk basketball games because the undefeated and number 4 ranked Iowa State men will be facing Iowa on Thursday. So we got Wednesday and Thursday back-to-back games for CyHawk. So it'll be Iowa State versus Northwest Missouri State.
Oh boy.
Or Northwest Missouri Drake.
Yeah.
However you want to say it. This will be their first.
Evidently, we're playing against the best point guard in the nation. That's what I keep hearing.
Yeah, word on the street. I did see that. Must be nice to have the best point guard in the state. And be so boisterous about it.
No kidding.
Nobody's saying dude is trash, but it's wild that you just automatically dismiss a player of Taman Lipsey's caliber. Then cool. That's cool. That's fine. I mean, that's part of being a fan. Fan is short for fanatic. So I mean, it's what we've come to expect from that fan base. When I saw somebody said
and the media.
Yeah, I saw somebody said if you put the top 5 starting 5 of Iowa State players, and then the Yahoo had Momchilovich and then 4 Hawkeyes. I'm just like, oh wow. You obviously, I'm not going to take the bait. I'm not going to click in here and give you an extra click.
Yeah, and I'm going to wait to give my opinions about that after the game. Yes. I think we got to talk about that Purdue game a little bit, though.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, well, it's it's funny. The thing is like, how do you talk about a blowout? I mean, usually when we talk about blowouts, it's a 5-minute discussion because it was all good. I mean,
Well, back to talk about point guards. Evidently, Braden Smith, All-American, best point guard in the nation. Shit, I never seen that. I thought that guy was gonna cry. I thought this is
Well,
what he, this,
I thought the announcers were.
I saw. Yeah, no kidding. I saw a lot of this to the refs. I'm like,
Yeah, I thought the announcers. I was sitting here with my dad, and I was like, man,
yeah.
they don't even know what to say.
Who is the lead guy? I know Bill Raftery, obviously, but who is the
I
lead guy?
I don't even remember.
Because like Purdue would make a field goal to like cut it to 10 or something, and the dude would go, "Oh, there you go." I'm like, that sounds like some shit I would say watching the Cyclones. It's like, give me a fucking.
But yeah, I said the crazy thing is, I said they don't have anything to talk about. I said right now, I said with 16 minutes left in the half in the game, they're probably sending checks to the truck. Dig up Iowa State stuff. We need Iowa State stuff to talk about. Because I mean, I'm sure they're at timeout saying, you feed us more information, because all we've been doing is glossing on Purdue, and we haven't said anything, about anybody, about Iowa State. And all of a sudden, they had to completely switch gears, and it was all about Iowa State, and then there was a lot of, we just don't see, he'll bounce back, talking about old boy guard.
Yeah,
but I mean, here it was.
They even brought up there'll be a rematch in Ames next year where Purdue's, can be looking to get their. I'm like, give me a fucking break.
And guess what? They might also get their ass whipped again.
Yes.
Yes. So, but Big Ten teams had to be salivating watching that game.
Oh yeah.
Thinking, because going into that game, I thought, what are we going to do with their bigs? Well, their bigs aren't as good as they've been. I mean, Oscar Clough.
Our bigs, our bigs are pretty good. Dude, Buchanan's been playing great, and Plata. I swear, every game Plata, he's just like baby steps. He keeps getting better. He's getting used to his physicality.
When I say that about Purdue, I mean, they're not the bigs we're used to having out of them. Oscar Clough kind of got exposed. I mean, he's a big ass dude, but he's not very fleet of foot.
Right.
And when it comes out to have to cover somebody, well, shit, Jefferson can go by you, and people are going to see that and are going to be like, "Ooh." They're going to have to play some zone to keep him from getting burnt all the time.
Yeah.
So. And then they shot like shit.
Well,
I mean,
I think that's what we conceded. We're like, okay, you're going to beat us with the three,
Well, yeah. I mean, we pressured their shots.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where their shots were shot with no confidence.
Yeah. I think we had them, back to the old thing. We had them sped up just enough. We had them sped up where by the time they hit that guy that was open in the corner, he was out of sorts, and they're missing those shots.
There was that one trip where they were kind of like trying to set a screen, and the dude's trying to draw the foul from the three. He just chucks the ball up. And the announcers were like, what was that? I mean, like, yeah, it was like, oh, god damn. That's how bad it is for y'all up there that you just, I mean, that's some shit you do messing around with your boys at the park. You just check the ball up there. So, but,
To me, it looked like the dudes at the gym that weren't expecting the other team to play hard, and then they were just like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
Well, going on Twitter during the game, you know, a lot of their fan base were like, "What's the deal with the crowd? We're playing a top 10 team, and our crowd isn't even into it." And that was coming during the first half when the game was tight, and their fans at home were lamenting the fact that the crowd there, and then all we heard about was, you know, the Mackey, what a hard place. And then of course all the Big 12 fans are like, so you've never been to Hilton, so you've never been to Allen Fieldhouse, so
or Texas Tech,
you've never been to any of these places if you're talking about how great this is.
Houston, Arizona, give me a fucking break, Mackey Arena. Well, the other thing,
it was great.
I wasn't able to watch it live, and I was listening on the radio, and we were turning it over at the beginning of the game, but Purdue was not.
Jefferson, holy smoke! I'm like, dude, pick up the ball, quit dribbling.
But Purdue couldn't extend. They weren't getting anything out of it. You know, they
weren't doing any better taking care of the ball either.
Yeah. So I wasn't. About the first 5 minutes there, I was able to listen, and that just made me feel good. I was like, I think we're gonna be all right. And then, when we texted, you sent me the text, and I was like, then I looked to see the score. I was like, damn, we kicked the shit out of them, you know. So dude, I had a good old time watching that replay.
Well, I was Heathman and I were texting in the game, and he was out hunting, so he didn't see it. He wasn't, and so he saw the score at half, and I was like, here's the thing is, if we can survive the first 8 minutes of the second half, so we're in good shape. Man, after the first 4 minutes, that shit was over. They were cooked. Iowa State was up 15, and that shit was done. It only snowballed from there. Fans were quiet. The team was quiet, and it looked like a goddamn exhibition in that second half.
Dude, if we're making threes, I mean, we're gonna be fucking hard to beat. You know, because we beat St. John's. I think we only made 4 or 5 threes, but if we're making double-digit threes, very hard to beat.
Yeah, no. So, I mean, it was a great game. We got CyHawk on Thursday. You know, it's so far, you know, we've had a good basketball winter, and let's hope it keeps
healthy.
up.
You know, I just Taman Lipsy deserves that to be able to play all season. I mean, I know he's already had to sit out games, but man, I hope that kid, his senior year, you know, stay healthy. You know, he deserves it.
Well, I think with the play at Torrey,
yes,
he can get Lipsy can get more rest.
Yeah, and you know, even back to the exhibitions, you know, when Lipsy was out, Torrey took advantage of that. And
absolutely.
And what impresses me most, I mean, obviously the kid's crazy on defense, but what impresses me is to see how disciplined he is on offense. You know, he doesn't ever press the issue. He doesn't rush. You know, he takes what's given to him. So yeah. And then Momcilovic, you know, to see him, he's been killing it. So yeah.
Oh, and on a side note, Dominic Nelson still ain't passing when he got the rock.
But I think they're just like, dude, go in, change the pace.
It's obvious. Yeah, it's obvious.
I know that it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch.
Everything. When Derek Nelson gets the ball, you got to treat it like it's a fast break.
Could you imagine playing pickup ball with that dude?
Oh shit! Nope.
You throw it to him on the inbounds, and
I throw it to him. We be inbounded. I throw it to him and just stay down on defense.
You know you have to go past half court.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. When I text y'all, I say his girlfriend ain't got nothing to worry about. He ain't making passes and nothing.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, but no, I mean it's been a fun basketball season thus far, and
Yes.
March Madness can't get here fast enough. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for some tournament time already.
Dude, the Big 12, you know.
It's gonna be nasty.
Arizona's number one, you know. Houston.
It's gonna be nasty.
Yeah, it's gonna be every night. Yeah, every night's gonna be must-watch basketball. You know?
I mean, BYU just beat Clemson.
Did they come back? That's what, yeah. I knew they were coming back. We seen that shit. Were we up on them a bunch, and yeah,
they were 22 down.
Yeah.
Damn, Syracuse. Pitiful.
No, they were playing Clemson.
Or Clemson, yeah.
Yeah, Clemson was hitting all kinds of threes, but yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, BYU, Texas Tech. Like I said, Arizona, Houston, Kansas.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be a dog fight.
Hell, Oklahoma State's still undefeated. So, yeah.
Well, Cyclone fans, Wednesday and Thursday.
6 o'clock tomorrow, 7 o'clock on Thursday.
Was 7 on Thursday, you said?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Gotta make sure I get my ass out of work early tomorrow.
I'm not sure what channel the women's game's on. I know the men's game's on FS1. I think it's ESPN. Rebecca Lobo. I know Rebecca Lobo's doing the color for the women's. So.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Yeah, somebody talking. Continue to talk well about old.
Yep. She likes the bigs. Yep.
Yes, she does. I just happened to see the women's bracketology is out. I was trying to see where they had. So they got Iowa State as a 3 seed right now.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So in the Fort Worth region with UConn, Oklahoma, and Tennessee.
Who is number 1 in the women's right now?
It's got to be probably UConn or UCLA, I would think, or maybe Texas.
I think it's UCLA. Now that you say that,
because I know Texas just beat they beat South Carolina in the Players era.
Okay.
No, it's UConn.
Okay.
UConn, Texas, South Carolina, the UCLA. So yeah, you know. All right, Cyclone fans, if you go in the game, be loud and be proud. Iowa game, the men's game is over in Iowa City.
No, it's both home. Both the names.
No, both home.
Yep.
Okay. Well, cool. All right, people. Well, you know how we do it.
Go
Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.